This is your boy. I'm going to let you kind of take the lead with Mike Sullivan sticking around Pittsburgh. 3-year deal for him. I think it was four for Letang, 3 for Malkin. They're committing to this 3-year last dance.
All in. You already know how much I love Mike Sullivan. Like, listen to these stats. He's coached a record. I think something like over 600 games or something like that. He's 367, 212, and 15 in his coaching career with Boston and Pittsburgh. And I mean, those are 2 good teams. But at the end of the day, like, he's still responsible for a lot of those wins. I love Mike Sullivan for, like I said this on another episode, but I'll say it again to repeat because now he's signed again for 4 reasons. Number 1, he's a purebred winner. Like, the guy has 2 Stanley Cups. He's made the playoffs in literally almost every year. Has Sidney Crosby ever missed the playoffs?
Oh, geez, I don't know. If he has, it hasn't been very often.
And it was probably when he was concussed.
I don't actually know if he has. Either way.
So that's number 1. Number 2, Mike Sullivan coaches adversity so well. Like, Pittsburgh is the definition of injury-ridden. And they somehow every year find a way to make the playoffs. Malkin missed a lot of time this year. Russ missed a lot of time. Jake Gensel missed time. Sidney Crosby missed time. Tristan Jarry was hurt. He was hurt the entire playoffs. They were playing with a 3rd-string goalie who ate spicy pork before the playoffs game. Like, and they still took a better New York Rangers team to 7 games. Yeah. Right? Mike Sullivan knows how to coach stars. We talk about this a lot. It is a lot harder to coach a superstar in the NHL than you think, because when superstars start becoming superstars, they start thinking that they're LeBron James and they're running their teams. He's coached stars Crosby, Malkin, Letang, Gensel. You have never heard any adversity come in that room ever once.
That's true.
The first bit of adversity we have ever heard was from Malkin in free agency because he was upset that the front office didn't think that he was good enough to sign $4 million. And then in a matter of 3 days, Crosby goes in there, signed, done. Mike Sullivan just knows how to coach a team. And lastly, he knows how to develop young prospects. It's a huge thing about a coach as well. Unless I'm incorrect, Gensel and Russ both came up from the Pittsburgh system, correct?
I believe so.
Right? Yeah. I mean, fine, they play with Crosby, but at the end of the day, both these guys are 30 goal scorers. Development is a big part about a coach's career. These 4 parts of a coaching game here, he has better than anybody else. I don't know if there has been a better coach in the last 5 to 6 years than him. Maybe John Cooper, just because of the success that they had.
Yeah, but I feel like they're very similar in the way they coach too. They seem very player oriented. They seem like they like to cultivate good relationships with their players, and that goes a long way when you take a bit of a human approach to coaching. It seems like, from what I know, I'm not in either of those locker rooms, but just from what we know, they both seem to take that approach, and it works. It gets results. Like, these players are humans. Yeah,
we watch a lot of hockey away from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and you don't need to be a hockey aficionado to know when a bunch of players are no longer buying into a system, right? We saw it towards the end of oh my God, Mike Green. I don't remember his first name, from Vancouver Canucks. Like, you could see.
Oh geez, yeah.
Travis Green. They had clearly lost the room. You have never seen that with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Mike Sullivan is a player's coach. If I said this because we had a fan ask a question about who I would want to start an expansion team with, I think Mike Sullivan is the only perfect answer. I mean, you gave Rob Brind'Amour, which is also a great answer. Mike Sullivan, there have been times that the Pittsburgh Penguins have just looked like Crosby and a bunch of third liners because all of their first-time players have been hurt, and they still find a way to make the playoffs every single year.
It's a very impressive thing that they've got going on there.
The Pittsburgh Penguins had no business, and we'll talk about this a bit later, they had no business taking the New York Rangers to 7 games, and they were up 3-1. The talent on New York, and they would have won if the new captain of the New York Rangers didn't elbow Crosby and couldn't play, right? 100%. They wouldn't have lost if Tristan Jarry wasn't bleeding from his foot halfway through the game. This team, they're just a glue, and a lot of that, in my opinion, goes to Mike Sullivan.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and find the link to our full podcast and all our socials in the description down below.
Also, don't forget to turn on those notifications to get live updates on new videos that we release.